A lot of people think that, like, oh yeah, you have this amazing gig, you work for Mark Wahlberg and you get to travel the world, but it's not really all that it's cracked out to be. Like, it's a job. We're on the road, and I get to go to Australia or Germany or, Colombia or whatever. But he always says, like, it's a fanciest prison you will ever be in. And that's because we go to work and we go straight back to the hotel. And if there's anything on the week, if we have any downtime on the weekend, it's either to church or we go to dinner, and then it's right back. But it's a grind, and I love it. It motivates me. It motivates all of us on our team, and it pushes us and drives us to want more and do more.
All right, guys, Chef Lawrence here, finally back in Vegas. You've been busy, man.
Yeah, it's been nonstop, man. It's been crazy. But it's a fun one. It's a fun ride. Get to travel, do what I love, and with a family basically. We've been together for so long.
Nice.
We're a team.
How often you on the road these days?
Last year, it was 7 months in Australia, 3 or 4 months London and Paris, and then I think we did another one in out here somewhere. But it's anywhere from 8 months to 10 months out of the year, just traveling nonstop. And
holy crap!
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot. But it's fun. You get to see the world, and again, be with like people that you genuinely love.
Yeah. How was Australia? I'm going there for my honeymoon.
It's awesome. Australia is beautiful. We were the last 4 months. Was the Gold Coast, and gorgeous. We spent some time in Sydney, which is beautiful, but I think the Gold Coast was it for me. It was beautiful, but out there, anything and everything can kill you. So it's kind of scary. You've got like these huntsman spiders that just kind of like walk up everywhere, and they, coming out of the sinks or up on the walls and stuff. And it's just like kids are playing with these spiders that are the size of your hand, and you're like freaking out because you're not, from the place. And so you have those, the world's deadliest snakes, world's deadliest slugs. Everything.
Did you have any sketchy encounters?
Every morning I would walk out and there'd be like these big slugs, and they're like orange and red and beautiful, but like I was just kicking them around or whatever. And then I find out later on that they're like, extremely poisonous. I'm like,
holy
great.
crap.
But other than that, it was just like spiders like crazy, just popping out of everywhere. Saw a few snakes, but as long as you stay away from them, you're good.
Damn, I don't know if my girl will like it out there, bro. She doesn't like insects too much.
Oh man, they're everywhere.
But we're going to Brisbane. I don't know if that's near where.
No, Brisbane's beautiful.
Were you there at all?
A little bit. We filmed out there for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful
that's
place.
Sick. Damn, and 3 months in France, you said?
Yeah, it was like a little over 3 months, I believe, in France. Yeah, Paris, and then London, and then home. Yeah.
And I'm assuming this is for Mark, right?
Yeah, this is for Mark.
So does he want the same exact meals even if you're in a different country?
Yeah, same exact meals. It's basically like Monday through Friday. I do the same meals for him, and then weekends he kind of like takes a little break. So I'll do breakfast and lunch on the weekends, and then we'll do dinner somewhere. Kind of splurge or do something a little different to break it up a little bit. But yeah, he's very regimented, very consistent, and has been eating the same meals for the past few years now.
I respect that because especially on the road, because when you travel, it's hard to find what you're used to,
Yeah.
And for you, it might be hard to source those ingredients when you're out there.
It's extremely hard when you're in countries that you're not familiar with. Australia is very similar to here in a sense where they have some amazing cattle ingredient. Basically, all your ingredients that you would find in here, you'll find them in Australia. Germany was a tough one. They've got a lot of sausages and just things that you're not familiar with, so you kind of have to source things from different restaurants and whatnot. And that's where you, like, as a chef, you have to kind of like branch out, talk to people, figure out where you're going first and foremost, and then kind of like name drop, that kind of gets you everything, So if you're like, you got to go to a restaurant and be like, I need, this Wagyu steak or, whatever vegetables, they're not just going to hand them to anyone. So,
really?
Yeah, I'm like, well, I work for this guy and Mark Wahlberg, and show him a picture and like, oh, okay, well, whatever you want, whatever you need. Yeah. So
restaurants are the plugs.
Restaurants are definitely the plug when you're out of the country.
Interesting.
Restaurants and hotels, because obviously we stay in hotels.
Yeah.
So a lot of the hotel kitchens and hotel chefs are very accommodating.
That is interesting. I never would have thought of that, to like approach a restaurant to buy some of their food.
Yeah, because especially if you're in a country that where you don't speak the language, it could be very, very tough and very confusing. And a lot of people get very angry when they get confused or what you're saying, basically. So again, hotels, staff, they're all accommodating. Restaurants, like I said, and everyone knows everyone when you're working with, high-end clients or whatever. So, in that sense, it's somewhat easy.
Did you always start off in the private chef space, or did you kind of evolve?
I actually started off at a company called Mario's Catering, and it was a good friend of mine. His name is Christian. I went to school with him, and his dad actually owned restaurants and one of the biggest catering companies in basically all of the U.S. So Mario's Catering, like a family to me, basically. They helped me on the up and up. They always knew that I had a passion for cooking or whatever, so they brought me into the kitchen, showed me the ropes, and put me on the trucks, and anything that I ever needed, they were always there for me. And they were actually the plug on how I met Mark. Mario has been taking care of Mark's his movie and TV productions basically since Mark first started, and so they were good friends, and I had no idea. I was always dabbling in food for a long time, and in and out of restaurants, hotels, and kind of did my own catering thing. But I eventually went into construction and did that for a number of years, still doing catering and cooking on the side or whatever. But after 13 years of construction, I get a phone call from my friend Christian. He's like, "Hey, we need a huge favor. Mark just bought this house in Beverly Hills, and he needs somebody to take care of the wife and kids while he's on the road." And for a minute, I'm like, no, it's not really where I want to be. It's not really what I want to do. I'm comfortable here. I've got a good thing going, and it was kind of like a back and forth type of thing for a few days, and finally, I think it was like a Wednesday, and he was like, "Can you just do it as a favor to us, and we'll find another chef?" He wants a female chef anyways to be around the family, so this will give us a little bit of time to find somebody. No problem. I go in, and I go in on a Thursday, and it was just the wife and kids, and make food for them. They wanted a turkey chili, and so I made turkey chili for the family. And at the end of the night, the wife comes in, and her name is Rhea. She comes in, and she's like, "Hey, my kids and I really enjoyed your food. Do you mind sticking around until my husband comes back?" I said, "Cool, no problem." Mark comes back a week later. Comes in with the entourage, and they kind of walk by the kitchen, nod or whatever, and don't really say much to me. Cook food or whatever. End of the night comes around and comes in. He's like, "Hey, my wife and kids really like your food. Do you mind sticking around for a while?"
You can't say no to Mark.
Can't say no to Mark. So here I am, working from 5 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon at my construction job, and then quickly showering at work, going to the grocery store, heading over to his house, and then I'm there till 7, 8 o'clock at night. Did that for 6 months straight.
Holy crap!
And finally, I'm like, it's like got to be one or the other. And they basically told me yeah, whatever you want, you're in.
Wow.
So
your food was that good.
It was, you're here to
you
stay.
could quit your construction job.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Yeah, what a story, dude.
Yeah, it's been a journey. Again, I was with him for the first 2 years, it was just cooking for the family. And then I think it was his road manager, came in one day, and he was like, "Hey, Mark wants you on the road with him. You got some time to find another chef." So I did. I called up a good friend of mine who actually works for Mario's as well, and we grew up across the street from each other, really. Yeah. And his name is David. He came in and started, taking care of the family. We were cooking together for a couple months, and then I went on the road, and I've been on the road with Mark ever since.
Damn.
I cook solely for Mark. Every once in a while I'll do stuff for the family, but yeah, I cook for Mark, and the other chef cooks for the family still till this day.
Crap.
Yeah, I've been with him for 14 years now. Going on 14 years.
Nuts, dude. So when he moved out here, you moved with him?
Yeah. Our whole team basically moved out here.
That was a big change for you, huh?
It was a huge change coming from California. It's very laid back out there, and weather's much different. That's for sure. But it grows on you. This place it's not all what it, it's what people, you know, kind of put it out there to be. Like it's you have this image of this Vegas being Sin City, and
Right.
it's, if you're down the strip, it's basically like on the individual. Like if you go down the strip every day and you're there gambling or whatever, it can really take control of your life. I stay away. We only go there when we need to. I have everything that I need within a 5-mile radius, or within 10 minutes from me, basically. And it's amazing. Restaurants, great food, great chefs, great hotels, casinos. Everything is amazing here. So, and there's tons of opportunity, which is really one of the reasons why we are out here, is because of there's so many opportunities. But I love it. It's grown on me. And is it home forever? I don't think so.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. I think it's it's just a stepping stone. I'm here for the next couple of years, and then it's off to the next place.
I'm the same way. Yeah, it's a transitory city, but it's got great value. You
100%.
get good value for your real estate out here.
Yeah.
And good a lot of conferences, good opportunities, good networking.
For sure.
But yeah, in terms of like, it's so funny how people react when you say I live in Vegas.
It really is.
They're like, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, you an alcoholic?"
Yeah, right. You get that all the time. Like, do you guys really go to restaurants at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning? I'm like, some people do.
But yeah, the locals don't even live on the strip. Like, we barely go there. We only go there for business.
Yeah, very true.
Now I have this debate with my friends. I'd love to hear your opinion since you're a chef. Where do you rank Vegas in terms of restaurants and food, like in the country?
I would say there's a lot of great restaurants here. I would say number 2, it's so diverse as far as like the type of restaurants that are out here. For me, it would have to be New York. Like number one, yeah, 100%. Yeah, New York has, everything and anything, and the best of the best, in my opinion. And that's in the U.S. But again, Vegas, you have a lot of great restaurants. But again, Vegas, you get some great restaurants that start up and then kind of die off.
I've seen that.
And I don't, that's, if you're going to have something great, be consistent with it.
Right.
And that's what I've noticed out here is like a lot of great restaurants will just,
Yeah, what do you think causes that? Because I had a favorite restaurant. I'm not going to say the name, but like it was so good the first time. And then every time I went after that, it got worse and worse. Now I can't even eat it.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I would think that it's just people becoming too comfortable in their jobs or in their positions. Back of the house, front of the house, stuff just dies out, and or you just get so comfortable, or you're just like, okay, well, I kind of want to move off to the next thing, and F the customers. But it's those customers in your name that people rely on. If you don't have create a great name for yourself and uphold that, then you're gonna go downhill.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just every place is different, and I've seen different restaurant groups out here will start up one, and then once that starts dying off a year or two, and they'll start up another one. So it's kind of keeps things fresh, but again, you want consistency, and I don't find that to be in a lot of great restaurants out here.
Yeah, a lot of musical chairs at the casinos with the restaurants.
Definitely.
Yeah. Where do you rank the Chinatown in Vegas compared to other Chinatowns?
I haven't been to Chinatown.
You haven't been?
No.
What?
I have. Yeah. I rarely ever go out.
I'm there every day, bro. It's so crazy.
Everybody tells me, like, how are you in Vegas and have not been to Chinatown yet? And I just don't have the time to go out or do anything. And when I am home, I'm like, I want to cook for myself, or
That's a good point. It's probably really tough for you to order food, right? Because you have such a good skill of cooking.
Let me tell you, man. I cook for myself only for the content purposes, and when I do, it's amazing. Like, I love cooking for myself because it's great. But I eat a lot of fast food.
Oh, you do?
I do. I'm not even gonna lie, man.
I'm shocked.
Like Uber Eats and DoorDash. That's like, this is at the end of the day. Like, I cook all day. At the end of the day, the last thing I want to do is come home and cook for myself. And so I'm just
you're just so exhausted. You're just like quick meal.
Yeah, I find myself doing that. If I am at work or whatever, I'll make myself something extra. But home, I just, like I said, if it's not for the content creating, then I'm ordering something.
Best fast food chain right now, in your opinion?
Oh gosh, man. What was that? Freddy's, or it's some smash burger out here.
Smash Burger.
It's oh gosh.
I love smash burgers.
Yeah, it's a chain, and they have one out here. I have to look it up. But,
Starts with an F?
It starts with an F, yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, there's just simple smash burgers, nothing crazy. Actually, you know what? It's that and a new spot that actually opened up called Loves or something like that. It's another smash burger place.
You love smash burgers, huh?
I love smash like burgers are my thing. Like, yeah, smash burgers especially because it's just so simple. It's like, the simple good meat, American cheese, little onion, pickles, ketchup, mustard, and that's it.
I need you to send me those after this.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I haven't found a good smash burger in Vegas yet.
Man.
I love smash burgers.
That's, yeah.
I go to In-N-Out, which is pretty good, but...
I again, from, being someone from California, I've always loved In-N-Out, but, like, for me, it's just, like, the fries aren't...
Oh, I don't get fries there. Hell no. No, I get a burger.
Yeah, I'll do an animal-style burger all day, every day, but, yeah, smash burgers, that's my shit, man.
Yeah, smash burgers are goated. If I had to have a tier list of dishes, smash burger is A tier for sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Do you have like a favorite restaurant, or you don't even have time to go out and eat?
I don't even have time to go out, man. I actually this week alone, I've had a couple of friends have hit me up and are like, hey, we're going to this Indian spot in Town Square, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm there, and then
work.
Yeah, something's always coming up, and literally like at the last minute, something always pops up, and it's just like now I'm like kind of known as the person that just like, oh, well, I'm not even gonna call him because he's always like, got something to do.
Damn, you're that friend now?
Yeah, it sucks. But I mean, again, like I love what I do. It's a passion of mine, and I get to do it with people that I enjoy being around. So
you put the business first.
100%.
That's the main priority 100%, for you.
Yeah, for me, business is always going to be first because I have a daughter, and she is my main priority. And she's a straight A student, and so everything that I never had, I want to give to her, especially more so since she's an amazing, amazing kid. I'm not just saying that because she's my child. Mm. She really is a good kid. She's, plays lacrosse. She was a captain of her team. Mm. She's a 4.0 grade point average. And she just got her license, which frightens the hell out of me right now. But ultimately, she's a good kid, and I have to make sure that my priorities are straight so that she has the best of the best. And
well done, man. Yeah. Well, that's a reflection of you. You know what I mean, in my opinion. So great parenting.
Thank you.
Well Appreciate done. You weren't good in school though? No,
I was absolutely not, man. I was like a straight F student. Dropped out.
Was it by choice or you just?
It wasn't by choice because I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was capable of. When it came to tests, I would easily ace tests, but it was a lack of, I don't know. It was like just not a lack of motivation. I knew that wasn't the place for me. And of course, every kid's going to say that, like, oh, I don't want to go to school, this and that. But I really knew that I didn't want to go to school. I hated school. Do I wish I could go back and do it all over if I could? Trust me, I would, because I so badly wanted to go to college and, do that whole, frat lifestyle and all that, because I saw a lot of my friends do all of that and I missed out. But I wouldn't be where I am today had I not followed that path that I was on. And I'm not here to say that dropping out of school or, getting straight Fs is the way to go. But, this opportunity came up, and had I not taken it, I probably would, still be in construction, and not knocking that in any way, but this is a passion of mine. I'm actually doing something that I've always wanted to do with, someone who's huge, and I get to travel the world. So
shout out to today's sponsor, Quince. As the weather cools, I'm swapping in the pieces that actually gets the job done, that are warm, durable, and built to last. Quince delivers every time with wardrobe staples that'll carry you through the season. They have fall staples that you'll actually want to wear, like the 100% Mongolian cashmere for just $60. They also got classic fit denim and real leather and wool outerwear that looks sharp and holds up. By partnering directly with ethical factories and top artisans, options, Quince cuts out the middleman to deliver premium quality at half the cost of similar brands. They've really become a go-to across the board. You guys know how I love linen and how I've talked about it on previous episodes. I picked up some linen pants and they feel incredible. The quality is definitely noticeable compared to other brands. Layer up this fall with pieces that feel as good as they look. Go to quince.com/DSH for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. They're also available in Canada too.
You know, everything happens for a reason. You know, it really does. But again, like if I could go back to school, I would. I really could. I really would.
Yeah, dude. Some people know early on what they want to do, whether it's a trade job, be a chef, or these days content creators like the number one thing kids want to be.
It really is.
I wish schools provided more of an outlet to explore opportunities like that at a younger age.
Yeah.
Because like they make you sit till you're 18 before you can even go to trade school, and then some kids know before then that they want to do that stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
And for me, like I knew that I wanted to go to culinary school, and the only way that I was able to do that was to go to night school, get my GED, and it was hell. Like I hated school. I kept on, I had to go to school at night, I lied my way basically through culinary school until I got my GED. But I feel like back then, that trade school meant everything. Now it's like, learn everything that I learned on YouTube.
Right, YouTube University,
media.
they call it.
It really is.
Now you can learn how to cook from TikTok.
Exactly. And so like when people ask me like, oh, would you recommend going to a trade school or like, a culinary school? I'm like, I don't ever knock going to a trade school because I feel like there's opportunities there that you wouldn't or you can't, get elsewhere. But there's also a big price tag that comes along with that. And so now I just kind of advise people like, hey, look it up on social media, YouTube, like you can find absolutely anything and everything there. Like, what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to learn the basics of French techniques. Like, you can YouTube that. Learn your knife skills. YouTube it. Like, don't chop your finger off. That's basically what they tell you in school. Like, it's simple as that. I mean, you do learn from some great culinary chefs or chefs that are in the culinary world. But again, YouTube University, man, it's the way to go.
Yes, sir.
It would have saved me a hell of a lot of money, that's for sure.
How expensive was culinary school?
I went to 2 different ones, so it was like a total of $150.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
I didn't know it was like that for culinary.
Ridiculous, yeah.
Because chefs don't make like crazy money, right?
No, and that's the reason why I went into construction, because you really don't. You start at the bottom. Doesn't matter if you have that little piece of paper. That means absolutely nothing in the kitchen world. You start washing dishes, peeling potatoes, cutting onions. Like, you start at the bottom.
Damn.
And you work your way up. Yeah. And it takes years and years and years. And you can kiss having any type of social life goodbye. There's no holidays. You don't get birthdays. You don't get anything. Like, nothing.
Wow.
And I thought that would be kind of different in the private chef world. But ultimately, it's the same. It really is. Like, and it's more so because I work for such a hardworking individual who literally takes no days off. He could be on vacation and still, making business deals. So it's that type of motivation that has kept me from taking time off throughout my entire, being with him. Basically, he is my motivation. He pushes me. There's tons of doors and opportunities. He's not one, to hand out anything, but there are opportunities, and all you have to do is ask questions, follow in his footsteps, and learn the business trade. And there's endless possibilities with him. And I think that's kind of goes with anything in general. As long as you learn, you pay attention and absorb things like a sponge. I mean, there's the opportunities are endless out there.
Yeah,
it's just you have to apply yourself. But this is like the first time in years that I've had off. And I was actually supposed to be out where he's at right now at his house and at their summer house, cooking for them. But my daughter, needs my attention right now.
Yeah.
Just I've missed out on a lot of opportunities, being in this field. I'm not saying that I have any regrets, but not being able to be there for her games or, certain achievements throughout her life. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So I'm finally at a point with Mark where I can be like, hey, you know, I need to take this time and spend it with my family. And please go ahead, do what you got to do.
Respect.
We've got, you know, family first. And, you know, I know that once it comes down to the next movie, it's grind time.
Yeah.
And so, like, I've never put myself first up until recently. You know, it's always just like kind of try to please others and you know, do my job and do it to the best of my ability. And when you see somebody who grinds 7 days a week, you know, starting at, you know, 2:30 in the morning and doesn't end until...
Is that actually true? Because I've seen...
it's true.
It's true?
It's very true.
I've seen memes of that that list, that infamous list.
It's extremely true.
2:30 in the morning.
2:30 in the morning. He's up. He's saying his prayers. You know, he's in the cold plunge. He's drinking his coffee.
So does that mean you have to be up at that time?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And when we're on the road, like I'm the one, not so much now, we have another assistant, but I was the one that would wake everybody up. I would wake him up. I was the first one up, prepping for the day. I would hit the gym with him.
Jeez.
Then make breakfast. Then, you know, get, you know, meals ready for, you know, whatever we have going on for the day. And it's a grind. It's like that schedule is very, very real. It's consistent every single day, 7 days a week.
Wow. That's the earliest I've ever heard anyone wake up at. Because people sleep at that time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like 2:30?
Yeah. So when people are up, you know, at night, he's in bed.
So when do you guys sleep?
He's usually, I want to say, like in bed by like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
He'll get 8 hours of sleep every single day. When it comes to me, like when I'm home, you know, I'll stay up late or whatever. But when I'm on the road, I do my absolute best to prep everything, do my grocery shopping at night, try to get in bed by like 8, 9 o'clock, and then, you know, do it again the next
you're only
day.
sleeping 5-6 hours.
Yeah, so like for 3 months or you know, the 3 months that we're on the road, I get very, very little sleep, but right after I take a couple weeks off and I'm just like
reset.
Reset for like sleep
catch
for a
up
couple
on
days, But it's again, it's a grind, and I love it. It motivates me. It motivates all of us on our team, and it pushes us and drives us to want more and do more. And it's great working for somebody like that.
That's
for
awesome.
damn sure.
Yeah, one of my questions was what you've learned from him, but it sounds like work ethic and just
work ethic,
perseverance,
100%,
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. He's extremely driven, self-motivated. You know, came from nothing and built this empire really. And you know, it's motivating. It's extremely motivating, and that's what again pushes everybody on our team to, you know, want to get to that next level, you know, because again, there's so many opportunities, so many doors, and it's up to you to strive for that. I mean, you can either be a go-getter or you can just sit back and he'll allow you to, you know, if you want to, you know, take it easy, go ahead, but you're not going to get to that next level like the rest of us, you know, so, but everybody on our team is extremely driven and extremely motivated.
I love that.
Yeah, we're all there. You know, it's a family. It really is.
Bring everyone up around you.
100%.
That's so cool because he's had so much success. He could have retired years ago.
Yeah.
And he still has the same drive at his age.
Yeah.
You know, that's that's very impressive to me.
He runs circles around all of us. You know, I'm 39 going on 40 this year, and he's like, just watching him makes me tired. I'm like, shit, I don't know how you do this, bro.
Pushing 40 this year, you think that's going to be a big change for you?
I hope not. The more that I think about it, I'm like, damn, 40, like, where did the time go? And it's like, I could easily just continue on and you know, be in the seat that I'm in now, which is like I'm enjoying my time off, but that's not going to make the money. That's not going to push me to the next level. And pushing me to that next level is getting back up, grinding, you know, getting back in the gym, getting, you know, eating right again, forcing myself to go to sleep at a decent time, forcing myself to wake up at a decent time. Basically, you know, doing the things that I was taught by him, that's going to continue to push me and motivate me even more. So I'm looking forward to going into 40, and I'm going to actually push harder than I ever have, because I feel like once you hit 50, it's kind of downhill from there. So I kind of want to take these next few years and just give it all I got and see what the hell I can come up with, man. Like, build some kind of brand, build some kind of business, just get to the next level in my life. And I'm fairly successful. But I think when you get to a certain level, you kind of want more. And when you're on that type of grind, you go and you go and you go and you just don't want to stop. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't want to stop, because if I stop, then it's just, I'm going to go downhill. And
there's no growth.
Yeah, there's no growth. No, none whatsoever. So
yeah, that's why everyone asks, like, do you want to be comfortable? I'm like, no. There's no growth in that.
Exactly.
Because if you're not constantly working on yourself, you're actually going backwards.
Yeah.
Because people are getting ahead of you.
100%. Yeah. I don't want to see people go flying by me, when I flew by them at one point.
There's so many people that would dream to be in your spot.
Yeah,
so many chefs that want a good private client. I'm sure it's one of the hardest jobs to land.
It is. And what I found out speaking to other chefs out here is that it's seasonal here with certain clients, because high-end clients don't want to be here during the summertime, so they have their, summer vacation homes. So chefs out here, have a good clientele of maybe 4 or 5 clients, and then they're kind of all gone for the summer. So you have to find, new clients, and it's difficult, and especially with, certain clients, especially like in California. What I've noticed is that certain clients will have you on board for maybe 6 months to a year, and then want something fresh and new. And that's what makes this industry extremely tough, because it's like constantly finding, a new client. You got to save this money because you don't know where you're going to be this summer, or you don't know where your client's going to be, during the wintertime, or whatever the case may be. So for me personally, like I feel like very blessed and fortunate to have been able to be with someone for so long. Almost, going on 14 years, I've seen everything and anything, like his whole family grow up basically, and it's become a family. And I think that the family dynamic for him is such a strong sense in his world, because if you don't have family and trust, then you don't have anything. And it's those core individuals that, again, also motivate you, but if you keep your people close to you, then they're going to be loyal. And it's all loyalty. Everything is about loyalty with us and with him and his core.
I've noticed that, because he's had the same friend group for many years, right?
Since, he was like 11, 12 years old. Yeah. They've all grown up with him.
And you can't say that with many people.
No, not at all. And these guys are still on, go on the road with him. They, still, he takes care of them, and
that's respect, man. Because loyalty is something these days that is hard to get with friends, right?
Most definitely.
Like, it's very uncommon, I'd say.
Very, very uncommon, yeah. And he's a very loyal individual. He's all about trust and loyalty, and you break that and
you're gone.
You're gone, yeah.
I'm sure you've seen that firsthand. I think in major cities, everyone's trying to social climb. Mm-hmm. So loyalty is in the back of their head. They're not even thinking about it.
No, they don't give a shit about any of that. No.
Yeah, so, but for me, it's important, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'll keep you around, even if, like, you're broke, honestly. Like, I'm getting married in a few months. 2 of the guys on I'm not trying to, like, say they're down bad or whatever, but they're loyal.
Yeah.
Like, even though financially they're not where I'm at, like, they're super loyal, and I value that stuff, dude.
Yeah,
for real.
Loyalty is everything, man. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're at, but as long as you have loyalty and you trust in those individuals, that's family right there, man. You can't break that.
You can't replace that, dude.
No, definitely not.
Like, at least you could sleep at night knowing they got your back no matter what.
100%. Yeah.
Dude, this has been really fun. I've never had like a private chef on. Like, I'm learning so much. Like, this world it sounds really fun. You get to travel the world.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And a lot of people, what's crazy is a lot of people think that like, oh yeah, you have this amazing gig, you work for Mark Wahlberg and you get to travel the world, but it's not really all that it's cracked out to be. Like, it's a job, like, we're on the road, and I get to go to Australia or Germany or, Colombia or whatever. But he always says, like, it's like the fanciest prison you will ever be in. And that's because we go to work and we go straight back to the hotel. And if there's anything on the week, if we have any downtime on the weekend, it's either to church or we go to dinner, and then it's right back. It's the same thing every single day. So yes, I get to see Australia. I get to see all these great places, but it's through the view of a beautiful hotel room.
Right.
And, outside that window, yes, I want to be out down there on that beach and swimming in that ocean, or, you know, doing this or doing that. But we're there for work, and I'll eventually come back here again, you know, on some type of vacation for myself. But it's a grind. It's a lot. It's a hell of a lot of work.
It's a bit of a tease, right?
It really is.
You're like right there within arm's reach.
Yeah, it really is. But again, I wouldn't change it for the world, and it's been absolutely amazing, man. It's taken me to some great places. I've met some amazing people along the way, and get to be a part of a fucking really cool family, man.
You're part of history, bro. Yeah, for real. 100%. I could tell. Has he ever had to lose crazy weight for like a movie scene?
Yeah. He's I know before I came along, he had to lose a heck of a lot of weight for, I think a movie was called Gambler. He dropped down to like 130 pounds. Since I've been with him, I think the smallest he was like 160, something like that, 160, 165, and that was for the Father Stu movie, where he was a boxer in the very beginning. So he had to drop a lot of weight for that scene, basically, which was the first day of filming was literally all day just in the boxing ring under these hot lights, and I was actually in the ring with him too. Like we were sparring against each other, whatever, and then so that was day one, and then that night we went to his favorite restaurant, Ibaldi in Beverly Hills, and he ate pasta and everything, and it was literally just bulking up to get him to as big as we possibly could, to kind of like fit his fat suit, if you will.
Yeah.
And just seeing how he was during that time, like going from, 160 pounds to eating everything and just being, I mean, it's fun to eat great food and, stuff your face, but doing that every single day to gain as much possible weight as you can. I mean, doing it the healthy way, but still it takes a toll on you, and it's hard on your body. It really is. And then having to drop it right after to go, get ready for the next movie. So his body, goes up and down, and I've had to help him along the way. And it's, you're full of all sorts of different emotions because, you're either hungry or you're too full and you got to continue eating.
Yep.
So it's a lot. It's been a lot. And I just got to give it to the guy, man. Like what he does on a daily basis, putting through his body through the ringer, reading multiple scripts at a time, day in and day out, so that way he goes, when he's on set, there's no pulling out papers or whatever. Like he knows his lines, he knows your lines, he knows everybody else's lines. Like he
That's
grinds,
impressive,
yeah,
to memorize other people's lines too.
Yeah, he is extremely. It's impressive to see what he does when it comes to like the way that he like reads and prepares for a role.
Yeah, it's not easy, dude. I know with Baywatch, like a lot of those guys had health issues after because they had to get so shredded. I don't know if you watched that movie, but like they were all ripped.
Yeah, and then you go back to your normal life. It's like fuck. Like, it's tough.
You're done.
But with him again, like he's in the gym every day. It's like it's fucking motivating, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Hopefully this next one doesn't piss him off, but. Greatest Mark Wahlberg movie of all time.
Oh, for me, he's got actually a new movie coming out. I don't think I'm able to say what it is, but
that one's up there.
That's up there. Lone Survivor would have to be.
Ooh,
Lone Survivor.
That's a banger.
Yeah,
that's a banger.
Yeah, Lone Survivor was really good, man.
Ted's a banger for me. That's a classic. Yeah, he's got so many though.
There's a lot.
Like he's on the Mount Rushmore of actors. Like no doubt about it. For sure. Dude's goated. Well, dude, it's been awesome. Where can people find your content and support you and everything?
Chef Lawrence Duran, Instagram. I think that's kind of like all across the board with TikTok and Facebook. So Chef Lawrence Duran. Yeah, man, I got a lot of cool content coming up with brands such as Traeger and Thermo Pro and Snake River Farms and Municipal. So I got a lot of good stuff coming up. I've been home taking this time to really just film some content. Knock some stuff out so that way when I'm on the road I can actually start posting and get it out there.
Let's get it. Check them out, guys, and thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
See you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the show a lot with the algorithm. Thank you.